so he might shoot a brick.
Go!
Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up.
Hello?
Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know. From the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white, let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die, got my mind on his cheddar. Wish a nigga would, if a nigga try. Leave brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die, that's the motivation. I tell it how it is, see the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
He
Dog
lit,
hit me
baby.
up, said he got lit.
Episode
Bad
36.
jump shot, so he might shoot a
Time
brick.
to whip a brick.
Kick the door, hit the floor,
Floor,
homie. See this fall, homie? Leave your brains on the floor, homie.
see the title, you see the caption, record Stevenson, Rehydration clause. If it's like Devin Conor or Conor or anybody at 447 particular, you get it, you gotta go.
I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by his stairs with his bra, shorty. 200,000 on the rinse and spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the bank, bases loaded. Pussy tried to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block up 10, left him in the coma. North side, Illidale,
You know, Son of Cobra.
Big dog in the bit. The dog
You
hit me
know
up,
it.
said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might
You know
shoot a
the
brick.
Son of Cobra.
Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
You know,
Dog
8-minute mark,
said
time to
he got
60.
lit. Bad
But we
jump
got
shot,
breaking
so
news
he
that I
might
get
shoot a
boxing
brick.
news that I'ma drop today for y'all. Keith Thurman, the Eiffel Tower, the Tall Inferno, Sebastian Fendora, 2026 is still lit. In 2026 January, next week it starting. Oh, for me, it starts this Saturday. From this Saturday, shout out my son Naeem to his back in the ring, about to put pain and pressure on him. You guys ain't no trouble, baby. You got to talk.
Dog
You
hit
got to
me
talk
up,
this shit.
said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot
You
a
got to
brick.
talk this
Dog
shit.
hit me up, said he got
Let me
lit.
tell you what,
Bad
right
jump
quick.
shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up.
Hello?
Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know. From the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white, let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die, got my mind on his cheddar. Wish a nigga would, if a nigga try. Leave brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die, that's the motivation. I tell it how it is, see the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See this fall, homie? Leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from my crib in the floor, homie. I'm talking dollars ever since from my drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs with his bra, shorty. 200,000 on the rinse and spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the back, no bases loaded. Pussy try to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block, up 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the bit, the dog hit me up. Said he got lit, bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit, bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit, bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
He's back. Shout out my guy, Urban Legend. Hey, Herb, what's good? My guy, Aubrey Travis, what up? Hey, the gang's back, baby. Shout out my guy, Trav, my guy, Herb Legend. You know, we back, baby. 2026, man. To the moon, baby, to the roof, baby. So let's talk. You know? Yeah, hey, Herb, yeah, you know, I'm always, you know, like that beat, that song, you know, I created it. I made the beat. I'm like, oh, like, I did this beat. I wrote this song too. You know, I'm bored. You know, I'm on house station. You know, rapping. I always do it because it's a hobby. It's something I love. You know, a lot of people in the city know I rap. I rap with a couple, you know, like a couple of big names from the city. You know, but besides that, you know, really, I just do my thing, man. Just try to stay out the way. You know, I ain't got nothing to do now, but just make some poetry and just keep the music out. But I'ma always play it on here. I got music on like iTunes and all that, but I only got one album. That's my shit on, so I ain't like streaming situation. So I was like, man, shit, I'm just gonna put the stuff on YouTube, to get my YouTube channel, so I got my music channel, and things going from there. So since I got spots for the football so much, my second channel I had was going to be like, What's the Game? What's the Game podcast. But then I was like, let me give these guys all that thing to the podcast. These games, like, gotta give you, like, yeah, I'm an athletic person. I like to play every sport, and I'm good at every sport I play. You know? Baseball, soccer, everything. Swimming, I just can't open my eyes under the water. Yeah, but you know, these boxing stuff, I love it. I love boxing. I love boxing. Yeah, I say that. Yeah, the water, as you do it, when I blow it back. And all of that. When you're like doing that. Black leaves, chuck the tree, double by the door, step, two, big, paid back, niggas in that chain, let's fire up, take the thing, when I bought the chain back, through the back, the light, and through the dirty light, remember when heroin I pulled up at the light? Heroin came and got done dirty. Bring it down. Alright, it's time to cook, baby. It's time to cook. It's time to cook. Shout out my guys, man. Shout out my guy, Urban Legend, 4936. You hear me? Dog since day one. The day ones is here, baby. My guy, Aubrey Travis, you already know. And while y'all at it, please, man, go subscribe to my guys, man. You know, it's a bunch of day ones that been around, man. You know, we hopefully we just start popping back up and build, you know. Shout out my co-host Santos Boxing. You feel me? You know that's my guy, man. You know, that's my partner in crime when it comes to this, man. You know, we the yin and yang. You feel me? We the yin and yang. And what's great about this is because, you know, I give it to y'all from my perspective. And then we go 20 years, because I'm 20 years older than my guy. So now we get a perspective from a young man perspective. So you get two perspectives that creates a pyramid. You feel me? It only take two persons to create a pyramid. People like, oh, it's three quarters. No, nigga, it's just us. You feel me? And when it's just us, everything else is all the day ones. Frontline, what up? Yeah, what's up, front? Chilling, man. You know, about to break down this rehydration clause situation with Shakur, man. You know, throughout the years, man, we heard a lot about tank this, tank that, tank rehydration clause this, tank rehydration clause that. It ain't no disrespect, but now we seeing everybody else want one. But at the end of the day, if you ask me, man, just fight at your true weight, man. You know, when I was growing up, it was 8 weight divisions. You know, it was 8 divisions. Now it's 17 divisions. You know, then people get mad when like, oh, it's too many belts, it's too many interns, well, it's too many damn divisions. You should have stood with 8. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, it's like this is tank era. This is tank era. You know, the reason I say that because all of the stuff they did to try to shit on that boy, they all doing it now. They want rehydration clause. Now everybody want to fight Ryan. Now everybody want to fight Pitbull. You know, and his resume aged like fine wine. You know, and one thing I dislike about the Mayweather era, and I'm gonna say that because this is, you know how you get the Mandela effect. This is the Mayweather effect, protecting your own, etc. But the key thing I want to get to y'all about the Mayweather effect is the things these people do and try to take from them. And I'm not talking about like shoulder roll or Devin Haney trying to sound like him, none of that. Because Dev, his own person, is that in life you're going to say something and then the people, oh, such and such said that. Oh, such and such. Like when Brian Norman Jr. and Dev had they face off, and he was like, oh well, you know, you taking this from Floyd. Well, a lot of things you was taking from was Roy, but it ain't that. It's great minds think alike, you know. And the one thing I'm getting about this Mayweather effect is the champions. And what I mean by champions is if you fought a person and he wasn't a champion, but later on he became a champion, you didn't beat a champion. That's the only thing I want to correct with people. To beat a champion mean you beat the nigga up and you took his belt. That's beating the champion and taking his belt. Or you beat a former champion. That a person that was a champion, he used to be a champion, but you beat a former champion, which means you beat a champion. You beat a championship fighter. But saying that you beat a champion and he become a champion 3 fights later, that doesn't mean you beat a champion. That means your resume is aging like fine wine. And that's what we see with Tank resume. His resume is aging like fine wine. But the point I want to get to this rehydration clause situation now is it's cool for Shakur to do it, right? You feel me, frontline? It's cool for Shakur to do it, right? So it's cool for y'all favorite fighters to do it. I posted a clip Devin Haney said 2 years ago about rehydration clause. He's at 135 coming in at 150, 154, 160, 165, which is crazy. So you're shrinking your body down to a weight that you're not. And you go through all of this bullshit, but the night of, you rehydrate and it's all water. Come on, man. Like, I'm just keeping it tall. And another thing I want to get about racism in boxing. This this is how I'm gonna attack this situation, right? This racism in boxing, right? I'm just gonna use Jermaine Ortiz. I'm gonna use Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a fact. That's a fact, frontline. Tank in that position because Mayweather put his head into and titles don't really matter. You feel me? But the point I want to get to this racism in boxing is shout out my guy Mill City Boxing. You can go on Mill City. And it's like the reason I bring him up because he asks a lot of people certain questions, right? Certain people questions. And it's like nobody never picks the Latino when we all the same person. And you be like, and you just see it, look at it. Like for instance, people saying Shakur is going to make Teofimo quit. Since when? I need to know this. Since when? Since when we see somebody ass? Let's keep it tall. Since when we seen Shakur whoop anybody ass? I just want to know. Come here. Sit down. Let me coach you for a second. Sit down, Papito. Ven aquí. Let me coach you for a second. Okay, I'm going to give you a nugget. You know, but it's crazy. Yeah, my guy. What up? Got these.
Yeah, what's going on?
I got him in the headlock giving them nuggies, you know what I mean? These niggas, like I want to know, like how? What performance we seen Shakur beat the dog shit out of anybody and made him quit? Y'all
That
looking
nigga
at
ain't never whooped nobody. That nigga ain't whooped nobody since Jamel Herring.
you feel me? And that's his sparring partner. That's his friend.
Nigga threw him the oop.
Yeah, straight oop, straight oop. That's crazy. And Jamel
Yeah.
Herring was the first person to drop Lamont Roach. I want y'all to remember that.
His glove hit the canvas. That shit happened. Oh, what's up, front line? What's up, front line?
All right, people popped up, front popped up, my guy.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, uh,
Taking
uh,
that position because Mayweather put it in his head. Titles don't matter. That's a fact, man. Mayweather fucked the game up. But you gotta realize, frontline, what a lot of niggas don't get is that Mayweather came with that whole shit because there was some certain champions he was ducking that had them belts.
yeah,
Real shit. And he was like, man, fuck that. I don't need no titles. I'm the best. You feel me?
but
But
it's
you only
one
posted with the
title.
WBC.
It's one title in particular he only fought for and represented, and that was that WBC. That's one thing we can vouch for. That boy was a WBC and back the king, fucking ambassador.
Come on, man.
That nigga was WBC'd out. It was something about that green belt and Floyd, you know. But I just was talking about like racism in boxing, how certain people will keep bringing this shit up, but it
You
really
want me
be
to
them.
break it down to you, the racism in boxing?
Cooking real fast. Cooking real fast.
I hope nobody take this the wrong way. Because, I fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
But the black fighters is more racist than the Spanish ones.
Yes. Yes.
The black
Yes.
fighters is more racist because look at the shit y'all say. Like, for example, y'all niggas was calling Boots a sellout, right?
Yep.
But y'all wasn't calling Bud a sellout. And he was sparring with Lester Martinez and all them niggas.
Yep.
Ain't nobody tell Lester Martinez he was a sellout. Ain't
Nobody.
nobody tell him that, nigga. You getting work in with your peoples. That's your team. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Tank
just
and
one
do.
example. That's just one example. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tiafimo even exposed it. Like, let's look at the past, let's say 5, 10 champions that Top Rank had, right? In the United States champions, not Japan, not overseas. How many of them black? How many of them Spanish? Let's keep
Yes.
it real, cause we all know Top Rank the best matchmakers, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how that shit work?
Now, you speaking all facts. It ain't no lie. It ain't
Come
no
on,
lie.
man.
Name me, name me a person like right now. You see nobody giving Jermaine Ortiz a shot. Nobody giving Teofimo a shot, and he fought better competition. You hearing the
Jermaine
dumb?
got a way better resume.
You feel me? You hearing dumb shit? Shakur gonna stop Teo. Shakur gonna make you quick. No mas, no mas. Well, how y'all see that? And this is no disrespect. But when Shakur was at 126, Loma still was in that out there. From 135, Loma would have made 126, would have met you at 130. You
I
sparred
could,
Loma. He sparred Loma. He said Loma whooped his ass.
yo,
He
I could,
sparred.
I go a step farther. How about this? I go a step farther. Why he ain't never want that Gary Russell smoke after that sparring?
Facts. Facts.
I take it a step farther.
That's facts.
Come on, man.
Gary was there.
But you know what's crazy? How you just said Shakur said Loma was putting it on him, right?
Yep.
Why Wally Moses just said in the last interview at 17 Shakur was beating the shit out of Loma.
Lies. Why he ain't say it then, right there?
Wally, you be lying.
You feel me?
Wally one of them old niggas who be talking. I laugh if I was talking to Wally the whole time.
When Shakur was sparring Loma, Tevin Farmer was in camp. They all was sparring Loma. They was all in camp getting him ready. And look what happened. You know, like me personally, I at 126, Shakur was a dog, but we're not seeing that Shakur. The Shakur we see in sparring, we don't see that Shakur in the ring. You know, at 135, since he's been at 135, I never seen him with a spectacular performance. I didn't. You know, all
Yeah.
his fights at 135. You know,
Who he
Grant,
got? He got Zepeda. He got
Josh
he got
Padley,
De Los Santos, Josh
Santos,
Padley, and he got what's the Arab
Archie,
nigga? Arden.
Archie, Archie. Uh, uh, uh.
Yo, and the only nigga he stopped out of that was the only nigga who ain't have no camp. Yo, Josh Padley took you 9 rounds. It was 9 rounds, right?
Yep.
Yo, Josh Padley took you 9 rounds, bro.
With no camp.
Who you stopping?
With no
And
camp.
and you only stopped him because it was to the body. Everybody know that. You don't got no conditioner. You gotta touch that gut.
That's that good.
You gotta touch that gut. But look, this the thing. He could have got him out of there a lot sooner, but his
Yeah.
hands, his hands, it's his hands. It's his
And that's why
hands.
and that's why I tell people like how y'all want to put this stigma on Coro on Tio when his hand's the problem. His hand's the problem.
Yo, you know I got respect for Jermaine Ortiz, but Jermaine Ortiz fought Teofimo a way he never fought nobody else. That nigga was running.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
Sandor
was.
Martin, another good fighter. Matter of fact, I come out and Sandor Martin will beat the shit out Keyshawn Davis. That's a fact. Mark my words.
That'd be a
He a
good fight.
dog. He a
That'd be a
dog.
fight.
He a
That'd be a
dog. Trust me,
fight.
he a dog.
Yes,
He a
Sandor nice.
dog. And I found out he was a dog in that Puello fight. And obviously I took shit from the past, like to make it add up. Like, all right, this nigga might could be something. But then when I seen, cause he beat Puello, you know that, right?
I was about to say that. I was about to say that.
He beat Puello. Yeah, he beat him. He beat him. He beat my Dominican brother. He beat him.
He beat Puello.
He beat him for
Sandor
sure.
Martin good, yo. He good. He real good. He real good. I can't take that from he real good. So when people be mentioning Sandor Martin, I be like, bro, that nigga's a dog. Don't do that. Get in that ring with him. He'll fuck you up. Just like get in the ring with a Steve Claggett. I promise you, Steve Claggett will fuck you young niggas up. Get in there with him. Y'all be talking back about
Steve Claggett being camp with who? Who he being camp with?
See, Steve Claggett, he's from Canada. He's from Canada, right? He signed with Eye of the Tiger. Hum and Billy,
there we go. There we go.
the Cuban Ball, Iglesias, the one that's the IBO champion that I was talking about from America, the Cuban Ball that Canelo keep dunking, which everybody at 168 know who's they true mandatory. And that's my shout out my guy H Money, but that's his fighter. You know what I mean? But yeah, Steve Claggett, they got a tough, nice camp up there. They even had the Russian nigga that Dave Morrell fought, remember? And he test positive. The PD.
Kateyev, some shit. Iman Kateyev, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, that nigga was on PEDs. He dropped David Morrell with a good one though.
Yeah, they all of them niggas is Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to what you was just saying, bro. We never really seen Shakur go out there and beat the dog shit out somebody at 35. Granted, this is third weight division, but come on, bro. We done seen Pat
I'm gonna go
Yao
get my
knock
license.
niggas out 10 divisions up. And nigga, you a snack. But I see you got Rail back in your corner wrapping your hands. T.O. Soft, he don't want no smoke with Matias. I'm sorry, but if somebody press me publicly and give me a cocotazo, it's on sight. I'm not gonna lie, nigga. Give me a cocotazo like you my father, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Hit you with a kick like that, nigga. On some Michael Jackson shit. Beat it, nigga. Word, nigga. Nigga said Matias gave T.O. cocotazo, nigga. He get one of these, like, toma.
Right in this shit.
Coño.
Right in this shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I think T.O. a lot tougher in the ring than what he is outside the ring. Outside the ring, yeah, I don't think he a confrontational nigga. I don't think he a violent nigga. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great boxer though. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Front line, T.O. will beat Matias, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. But you want to know what's Matias' fight that we don't even need to be talking about T.O. right now? Matias' money fight. That's gonna make him a star if he could pull it off. I don't think he could pull it off, but he got a chance front line. Listen to this. He need that Gary Antoine Russell smoke. That unification bout right there, that's a rumble. That's a rumble.
That puts you.
That's a rumble. He beat Gary Antoine. He the best in the division.
And them niggas best of friends too since the amateurs. They always fought in the Eastern District, in the amateurs. But, yo, that's a tough cookie. That's a tough cookie to bite. That's a tough cookie to bite.
Look at what Frontline said. Frontline said, "Fuck out of here." Fuck out of here. Word. Yo, so how you feel about all that shit going on with Richardson Hitchens? I need a link to Cook Santos. Send him the link. Send him the link, gang. Send him the link. Put the link in the chat. He gonna put the link in the chat, gang, right now.
Put the link back in the chat. The link in the chat.
Put it in there so Frontline, my man Frontline could join, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I thought Hitchens was going to pick his mandatory. It looked like he picked his mandatory. The link
Who
in the
that
chat.
is? Lindolfo Delgado, right? That's his name?
Yeah.
It's him, right?
Yeah. Because I guess they trying to blame the because he could have fought Jermaine Ortiz. Remember, all of us thought he was gonna fight Jermaine Ortiz, and then now all of a sudden Jermaine Ortiz ended up fighting Keyshawn. So it could have been a top rank thing, or it could have been like a money situation. But I don't know.
Oh, it's doing that shit it used to do to me. You heard? It's
Yeah,
doing that shit to him. That it don't let you click on it in the chat.
man, so
Yo, you know
how?
what you could do, Frontline? Frontline. Don't click it. What you could do is copy it, or write it down on a piece of paper, and you go in the URL like on Google, and you paste that, and it'll let you go straight from there. That's what I be doing. It'll let you go straight from there, so you don't gotta click it on the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm about to hit these people up. Like, fuck if I'm paying
Yeah,
this.
that shit. Yeah, I don't know why that shit not working.
Man, I'm paying this shit every month. You know. But
Straight
yeah.
up.
So what you think about the Keyshawn shit? Who you think he should fight at 140? That's open.
Well, this the thing with the Keyshawn shit, and I know Frontline. I know Frontline want to cook on this too, and I know you got something to say about it too. Yo, what you mean you been knew you was fighting him? He ain't even been new. He just came out and said that. He said we knew he was always an option, but we didn't know it was gonna be him. And you hear him coming out saying he been knew he was gonna be. So you telling us when you was in Richardson Hitchens' face doing all that back and forth, you already knew you was gonna be fighting
Yeah.
Jermaine
So
Ortiz.
so now, you know what that confrontation could have been? By you stealing my partner. You stole my fighting partner, bro. Because that I know of, I remember I thought Shakur, Hitches and Jermaine Ortiz was going to fight.
That's what I thought too. That's what it
Yeah.
was sounding like.
Keyshawn just end up out of nowhere.
And on
Like,
top of that, yeah, but I've been told you even a month ago, y'all can go back and look at these streams. A month ago, I told you, yo, they trying to make a move because they got Keyshawn ranked #1 for the WBO belt. How
always,
you rank? How you rank #1? Your man, you don't got the right to your mandatory. You got stripped on the scale.
you always said that, son.
You got
Always,
stripped on the scale.
yes, you always said that. Always said that. You can go
And I
back months. You see that shit. You always said that.
telling you, bro, and now this nigga got to fight a good fight at that. Like this is a tough fight. And you know Rail wrapping them hands.
He rapping 3 hands that fight, right? Not two. Because one Zay Quinn somewhere else, right? You gotta figure out Zay Quinn not fighting on that card. Who card he fighting on again? One of them niggas fight. But yeah, Ro wrapping them hands, man. Ro wrapping them hands.
Yeah, I know it's funny too. Look at all these niggas stoppages. Ray Ford, Shakur, stoppages as of recent. You know the last time Rail wrapped his hands when he stopped Hadley, right?
Yeah.
And his hands was hurting. He was in
Yeah.
there making faces when he was throwing punches. He was
Cook that.
eh,
That's
throwing
a
punches. What the fuck he doing? Like, you
yo,
know that shit hurt when a nigga make faces.
you can go on Ray Ford, his jaw. I gotta go back and post it up. You're gonna see him say, "Yeah, when I got the knockout, you wrapped my hands." And you see Zay Quinn laughing. Yeah, he did. He wrapped all 3 of our hands, and we got the knockout. And that's a fact.
Damn, Frontline saying he got in, but he can't hear shit. Damn, son, I don't know why that shit acting like that. You on a computer or a phone?
Well, be right there with my phone.
Yeah, I'm on a computer right now. Not the computer outside. Damn, I don't know why it's not working. It should let you hit that shit.
Done zapping. You know how they do my channel, motherfuckers be shadow banning me like crazy. You know, hey, Bo Mac, I know it's you, nigga. I know it's you on the Conte Mafia, nigga.
Yo, frontline. Pretty soon, me and my man, we gonna start posting these screenshots, and you gonna be dying. Yo, Bomac be arguing with us. Who else? Who else?
Hell
Brian
here.
Norman Sr., Brian Norman Sr., Lamont Roach family. Nigga, all these niggas be, yo.
Jimmy
Them
Haney, everybody, yo.
niggas be tight, you heard?
Them niggas
Steve
be on
Nelson. Steve Nelson, you heard?
they be on our helmet. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna tell the truth. You know, we're not gonna be a yes man like everybody else. No, we're gonna tell the truth. And we really be beef. It ain't beefy.
Yeah.
They just come back at us. They show us that we
Nah,
telling the
yeah.
truth.
Yeah, I'm about to say, niggas ain't beefing with nobody. We saying what's the truth.
Yeah, they know.
The truth
And
is
we
the truth, bro. That shit don't matter. It don't matter how you put it, nigga. Like, let's keep it real. But I'm not saying you stuff your gloves, but why your gloves always popping and breaking?
bust some open bud. And that shit got us a million on Instagram. A
Let me
million views
see.
the night after the Canelo fight.
Hold on, I got you right now, front line. Let me see.
And we gotta
I could type something in the chat. I'll put some shit in the chat.
it ain't got chat on your joint, like on the side.
Yeah, do got chat, but I
The
can
joint
only
is-
read them shits. I can't put nothing in. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me see this.
Yeah,
Oh,
front.
I can only type in a private chat. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Hey, bro, I just sent that to you in the private chat. Copy that off the chat and put it in the comments so Frontline can click on it. Or matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the video on YouTube. Hold on, Frontline. Let me see if I put it like this.
Yeah, copy paste. And another thing about, I
All
promise you,
right, it's on there, Frontline. I just put it.
Bud gonna come out of retirement once he find another Victor content. So they see it with Devin, that shit ain't work. They see it with Devin, like, yo, that shit ain't work. Yeah, cause in
You
the
ain't see that
private
shit?
joint, yeah, I see it.
Nah, I put it in the YouTube comments too. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, cause I go on restream, I see it right here. I'm gonna hit them niggas up
All
after
right,
this.
I just put it in the comments right there.
I'm coming at
I just
restream.
redid it again, Frontline here. I'm gonna keep doing that shit. Let me see right now. I put that shit 3 times. You don't see that shit at all? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be there. Saying it's not there. It ain't popping up. If you want restream, right, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna be like 8 character things. The joint that say they got the lock in the comment. If you want restream, you can hit that. His Santos message there. I gotta contact restream when I'm done this live. Like, yo, y'all gotta do something. I'm paying this shit monthly for what? I'm live like
Bro,
3 months.
niggas about to go to StreamYard. Y'all keep playing.
Yeah, bro, right.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure something out. Yo, you got a Facebook, Frontline?
Yeah, it's on Facebook too. We on live on Facebook right now too.
Oh,
On
I didn't know
Facebook.
that.
Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, we live on Facebook and YouTube. Cause I'm trying to connect the Instagram joint, but they made me create another fucking Instagram account. So I'm trying to get it on that joint. I know how it works. That's what round one is. Yeah,
Yeah, cause he be on round one. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. We seen you on that front line. We seen you.
yeah,
We went the next day. We seen you
yeah.
shout us
We
out.
pulled up. We pulled up. I pulled up on the game.
Word.
Yeah,
Pulled up on you. We showed support. Wait,
that's
Santos, you on your page? Nah, I don't. I'm not allowed to go on my page yet because I don't got the 50 subscribers. I think I got 49.
yeah.
But hold on, I could. I
That's
could think.
round one.
I know I could send you the link on Facebook. I can send you the link on Facebook for sure. Nah, I don't do no so. Yeah, me neither, bro. That's the only shit I got. That's what I told Louis too.
I tell you, when my last case I caught, when they took me in the joint,
Straight
niggas
up.
was on Instagram. They was on my
Yeah, bro.
YouTube music videos. Yo, them niggas was dancing to my music, bro. Tall white boy dancing to my shit.
Word,
Clap back. I was like, damn,
word.
what the fuck? They told me, I believe you. Cause look, listen, you get caught with all this fentanyl and these guns. I'm sitting here looking at them like, man, I'm going to
What
jail.
fentanyl? What guns?
Going to jail. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to fucking jail. I'm already locked up. I'm just thinking about the time, bro. I'm like, I might get all this fucking tick. But I knew fentanyl, that shit come back inconclusive. You feel me? So that's a quarter key. I beat that, bro. Y'all took my money. It's cool. But I want my fucking money. You should have gave me a receipt for my money. Would have proved that everything that I'm saying, I'm telling the truth. So y'all pocket 74 grand. Still reopen the case. Lie said it was tranquilizing and throw the drugs back out and force me to take a deal on the AR. So I'm gonna try to put a PCRA in and get
Hey,
this
that
shit
nigga frontline said we ducking the live.
back.
Frontline join up, nigga. We done posted this shit 10 times. Yo, put it in the chat again, bro, so he could try to
Yeah,
click it again.
yeah.
I'm putting it on the page, but I don't know why it's not posting. Look, nigga said, "Are we, bro?
Oh,
Who you
dude,
got?
shut up.
Shakur or T.O.? I'm gonna be real. I got yeah. Try it again, frontline. I'm telling you, that shit official. It's,
Yeah.
look, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna show you what it look like on our shit. Well,
And
on my side at
the
least.
beat,
Look,
uh, I got T.O. by stoppage. If it goes the distance, Shakur. Because can Shakur stop T.O.? We seen T.O. touch the canvas a couple times. But it's all about is Shakur going to engage?
look, frontline. I dropped that shit like 3, 4 times already.
Let me drop
Niggas
it
ain't
again.
ducking. Niggas ain't ducking. Come cook, nigga. Come cook, nigga. Straight up.
I just dropped it again.
Word.
YouTube.
Damn, my
But
T
yeah,
getting
that
full.
shit gonna be a good fight though. It's gonna be a good fight. It depends what Shakur. Everybody worried about Tio. It depends what Shakur shows up. Because
Yeah,
everybody looking at like, oh, the waist. No, Williams Zapata made Shakur fight his fight.
it's
You
true.
understand?
That's true.
Because Wiley was like,
You
nah,
biased to Latino fighters. Nigga, how we biased? We keeping it real.
Shakur Puerto Rican.
Fuck is you talking about?
Shakur
Yo,
fucking
yo,
Puerto Rican.
beats. Let's
Everybody
keep
knows if it
yo.
goes to distance, Shakur gonna win. If a knockout comes, we know Tio gonna get the knockout. That's the only way you can judge the fight as a 50-50 fight to me. We know Core ain't knocking nobody out because it's his hands.
Yo, frontline, get this nigga, bro. This nigga just said we biased to Latino fighters. Nigga, how we biased to Latino fighters? Who the fuck Shakur? Who asked did Shakur beat, nigga? At 35. How
Uh,
he gonna go do it at 40?
Try clicking it now. Try clicking it now.
This nigga crazy. So hold on. So hold on. Bro, you had Canelo beating Bud. Nigga, so did the rest of the world. I damn sure
Nigga,
did.
the whole
I
world
damn
does.
sure did, nigga.
But
Yo,
listen.
that's
We
being
already
biased. Hold on.
said.
Hold on. Let me get this nigga real quick. Then you could get him. Nigga, how the fuck we being biased, nigga? If the nigga fight at a heavier weight class, nigga, he's supposed to be the bigger man. I know you seen him in the ring. Bud was bigger, nigga. He got the way better resume. and he got way more power, and he got going into the fight damn near the same skill set except the switch hitting and shit. You know, but he was moving flat-footed and shit, and his foot wasn't on the outside. You know what I'm saying? He kept putting his foot on the inside and shit. But bro, how that's being biased whenever you being logical? It's you who being illogical. Your first time seeing Bud Crawford was when? When was your first time seeing Bud Crawford? Don't lie. Don't lie. Nigga, that's being logical. And if them niggas fight again, I got Canelo again. What you mean? He gonna come knock his ass out? Nah, I'm capping. I'm talking crazy.
I would tell y'all, my take on it. I always said, when I seen it, they're gonna try to make Bud better than Floyd. Why? Because he's gonna be the first 3-time undisputed champion if it goes the distance. Key things you saw. Bud never switch hit it in that fight. He stood southpaw the whole entire fight because of one person who told it. And that one person got a link to who? Derek Camp, which is Bud, Shakur, Keyshawn, Zay Quinn, and Boots.
Let's just drop the name. The nigga real.
Know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you seen Bud never motherfucking switched up. You feel me? He stood southpaw the whole entire fight. But the point we get to is we knew the shit was fixed. We knew the shit was WWE behind Nick Khan, Ish, Area Manual, Turkey paying a Canelo $150 million just to take a dive. The world seen it. Why the world seen it? Because all you had to do was go look at Canelo fucking camp. The camp he had, you got Jerron Boots in this, Yo-Yo Hernandez, Blast Val Saint. You got them three fucking true champions in that motherfucking camp that's dogs. And you mean to tell me you ain't do none of that shit? Know what I mean? You took the dive.
He said,
yes, Bud's a great fighter.
Frontline. That's exact. Yeah. How you getting emotional over the niggas we picked? Why you mad, bro? We picked who we picked. That's it. Bud won. Cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
Bud not ass. You're not saying, but Bud is not ass.
Yeah. And we know you be watching, and we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have to watch to know that we picked Canelo over Bud. You know what I'm saying? But look, we appreciate you for sure. But if Victor was here, you would have blamed it on Snack. Yeah, right.
That's why he retired. He retired because Victor gone. That's why he retired. You don't think that?
Yeah. That nigga beats on the field.
You want to know what's so crazy? Because they was trying to go to the nigga Janovic was fucking with, but he got caught. They was trying to go to the nigga Janovic was fucking with, but he got caught up. Now watch, he's gonna fix all that, and they're gonna let him in the game.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Beats, let me ask you a question. Since we in the chat cooking and shit, yo, Beats. So you thought Snack like official, like you don't think nothing wrong with Snack or nothing fishy and nothing like that? I just want your opinion. Don't worry about what we saying. I want to know your opinion on it. I'm gonna tell you mine.
Because the nigga went to jail for it. The nigga told on his wife for it. The nigga did time for it. Look at Balago. Look at the documentary. Ask Barry Bonds, do he fuck with Victor Conte?
Yo, bro, all you gotta know.
I can name a bunch of people. Nah, that nigga.
Oh, he got a wrench? Oh, nigga, that's your mod? What you got in there as a mod? What that mean?
No, yo, when I get on there, I'm gonna put you as a wrench too, Frontline.
Yeah, you gotta put Frontline as a wrench.
Beats, shout out Aubrey, shout out Herb Legend. When I was first coming on, remember I told you I used to have all these like 1,000 niggas on my live. She used to be popular day one. Then shout out to John Parham, Coach Malachi, homie. Coach Malachi, like, we all used to talk. Then the wicked shit happened because I started talking about shit like this. And I started exposing shit like, nah, y'all ain't gonna do that. We all know Victor Conte is a motherfucking cheater. Rest in peace. But if we went to jail for selling fucking drugs, they gonna and got found guilty, they're gonna always label us as a fucking drug dealer.
Come on, man.
You feel me? They gonna cops pull up. They're gonna always pull up. They're gonna always gotta hop out. They're gonna always grab us. They know who the fuck we is. So at the end of the day, No, it doesn't make you a drug dealer. But if you getting locked up as a fucking drug dealer, you know the cops gonna harass you all of the time. Cause you know when you're on the block, when you're a kid growing up, then you start trapping, you see the cops.
Yo, but beats, we not. You can't even come on here and say that. Like, do that make us drug dealers? Because you got this nigga saying, "Yo, I could circumvent the test, nigga. I could get that shit in and out quicker than what you could find it on the test."
Then the FDA, CDC, even VADA, the shit he started. He said he can get it in your system and out your system faster than anyone who can detect. And he named all of the agencies. He's that nigga's a kingpin. Victor Conte, the kingpin in steroids. Everybody know that. Rest in peace. You know, there's no harm, but we just telling the truth. Just go watch the
That's a
documentary.
fact. Frontline. That's a fact.
Yeah, and that's a fact. Birds of a feather flock together. You know,
Facts.
and that's real, man. We just ain't saying that. If you pay attention, in 2014 when American Pop Dirty, Bomac was his trainer. Remember 2014, a lot of niggas was popping dirty.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas was
And
popping
you
dirty.
gotta see how these niggas switch up too, beats. You remember Andre Ward was talking shit about Victor Conte them too now, right? You remember that, right?
And all of a sudden they homies. Like Sean Porter, right? Sean Porter get caught in his live, right? Because Victor Conte come on, he come on, they did an interview, and he told everybody, every interview they asked him, dude, the snack fighters take the same supplement that we buy from you. Victor Conte said, no. I take their blood, I test their blood, and I give them needle shots. They do. So if me and you, the snack that we buying, them pills, the snack fighters don't take that shit. They get injections. That's why they always keep a doctor around. Name a box. They took a fighter who keep a fucking doctor around him. It's only here because of the IV, so you can flush a nigga's system fast. You understand me? So let's say you on probation. Let's say a motherfucker that store coke on probation and he want to get his system clean. If he ain't going to drink vinegar and water, what he going to do? He going to go to the hospital, say he dehydrated, and get his system flushed. Now his urine clean. All the Eddie Reynoso fighters beat their case. Sit down, let me coach you. Go back and look. All the Eddie Munguia just beat his case. Canelo beat his case. Ryan wasn't his fighter at the time. Louis Nery wasn't his fighter at the time. So y'all can't put them into that. Because all Eddie, go look it up. That's a fact. I'm not protecting no fucking Eddie Reynoso.
You want to know another thing too? Yo, we not saying just because Bud with Victor, he's dirty, bro. You got to understand what we saying. But Bud the same nigga who said Pacquiao was on PEDs. How
But you
Pacquiao was on
fucking
PEDs? How Bud ain't say allegedly. He said he was on PEDs.
But you're fucking with the same guy Pacquiao was fucking with. Make it make sense. Pacquiao was fucking with Victor.
So now when you do it, you clean as a whistle. But when somebody else do it, they dirty.
Yeah, it's not cool. But that's what, see, us people that know of Conte, that's what we look at when we see fighters that fuck with him. Know what I mean?
I think you confusing it, bro. Cause look, not at one time am I gonna claim Terrence Crawford is trash. Terrence Crawford is an excellent, great fighter, Hall of Fame fighter. You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't collect those fucking titles at 140. That nigga was collecting those titles. Is that the people he was signed to? It was Top Rank. Top Rank was the fucking problem. In 2018, he should have signed with PBC. He would have been a pay-per-view star. Because once he became a title holder at 135, then moved to 140, even though he couldn't get the fights that was at 140, like a Danny, a Mikey, a Adrian Bruno, because the dogs was down there, but he couldn't get them at the time. So who he fought, he had to fight everybody that was signed to Top Rank. Or if Golden Boy dealt with Top Rank, but you know Golden Boy you're going to deal with. But those fighters on his resume was really nobody. So when people look at a Prescott Bush, or we look at a Victor Postol because we know who he is, but some people be like, oh, but he was on yes, David Benavidez, yes. Memo Herrera. Yeah, everybody know Memo, Victor Conte Youngboy. Yes, David Benavidez. Yeah, we all know that. I always told, son, didn't I tell you that before?
You did. I ain't never do my homework on it though, so I can't even comment on it. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
he left Memo. Now he messed with the guy in Florida, the guy Earn, something like that. He messed
In
with
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. He messed with the ball hitter guy. But yeah, Memo, Mexico. It's a lot of them, bro. All Conte young boys. It's a lot of them. I always bring that shit up. When I see them niggas in somebody camp.
You seen what he said? He said, "So is David Benavidez dirty, bro?" But you never answered my question. How do you feel about Snack? You like you don't think
All
nothing's
Snack
wrong with
fighters.
Snack? You don't think it's a reason to like, you
All
know what I'm
Snack
saying?
fighters. We ain't saying we be saying all Snack fighters. All Snack fighters. All Snack fighters. And the reason Bud probably check because he looking at it, he's seeing Devin Haney. Because remember, when Devin Haney got in the ring, Victor wasn't here no more. So when you watch Devin Haney first half of the fight, you know second half he chinny. So first half he did. Once he got that knockdown, he became Devin the Clinch Haney. Devin the Clinch Haney. Still with the bow and arrow jab, still all that. And my guy exposed, and shout out to Santos Boxing, who broke the bow and arrow jab that he's still doing. Know what I mean? But he's still
Yeah,
doing
I
the
got
bow
the
and arrow
clip. I got
jab.
the clip in my phone.
Nothing changed. Only thing changes, he was clinching a lot. You feel me? And we all know Brian Norman Jr., the first 4 rounds, he's chinny until he get that ground under his feet and he can take off. But besides that, all snack fighters. We say all snack fighters. We just don't particularly pick on both. We pick on all the snack
Yeah,
fighters.
and and even to support what you trying to say, Beats. Me and my man both believe Boots is gonna beat the dog shit out of Virgil. It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
Me and my mans both think that it's gonna be ugly. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's gonna be a stoppage, but he gonna get fucked up. His face gonna be fucked up. He gonna get super fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They the best recovery facilities, nigga. How they the best recovery facilities? I'm
Yeah.
asking you how you think, and you don't think that that's fishy, bro? You don't think that that's weird? If you got a nigga saying he could get something in and out of you as quick as
I don't think
possible,
it's weird. You don't think this is blackmail. You don't think this weird. As soon you fuck with him and sign that contract, you gotta take a blood test. Why are you taking my blood if the snack that we supposed to be popping the pills that's in them, the balls that's in, they
that's
shit.
another thing. Yeah,
Why y'all not taking that? Why y'all gotta take needles? That's the key thing. For instance, don't you know Terrence Bud Crawford became anemic because of this shit? And Victor Conte never knew this shit. Go watch the Joe Rogan podcast with Bud on it. You're gonna hear him break down everything. You even gonna hear Bud Crawford say, "Yeah, every time I take an IV." Why are you taking an IV? What is you hiding? Look at his last thing when he was home. When he was mentioned, when he won the fight, his parade, and he on the stage. He got a doctor with him. What fighter walk around with a fucking doctor, bro? But snack fighters. Oh, body testing coming? Here, hit this, take this, drain this, go take that. Brandon Adams. Listen, I'm gonna keep it tall, right? Virgil is a tougher fight than Brandon Adams. And the reason I say that because certain fighters can show up.
nah, Brandon Adams bring that pain. I ain't gonna cap. He's a good
Not
fighter.
all the
He's a
time.
good fighter.
He he
He's a
he,
good
he
fighter.
he's like a broken down Sean Porter, but it's not all of the time. Like when Sean Porter ain't, even though Sean Porter was winning the Bud fight, but Sean Porter wasn't fighting Bud like how he fight everybody else. Because if he would have fought Bud like he fought everybody else, we would have got Marlon Hager, Tommy Hearns of this generation. Because that's the fight I was looking for. When I go in there, I look at Bud like Tommy, like Hitman Hearns. Know what I mean? How his style is, he stayed there like a dog. That's why in this generation, out of the youngins, Keyshawn got that shit.
Yeah, Keyshawn, out of the youngins, Keyshawn got it.
Like when he stand in the pocket and fight, he remind me of Bud. But Bud remind me of Hitman Hearns. And when Porter came, I'm like, damn, to me, in my eye, to me, I was like, damn, I'm gonna see Marvin Hagler and Hitman Hearns of this generation. And Porter didn't show up, even though he was boxing and was winning rounds, but he didn't show up. And
Yeah, it
that's
wasn't the fight he was supposed to be fighting.
You feel me?
But he was
We
winning, how
know
you
how
said.
Brandon Adams. We knew Boy Chuck was ass. Boy Chuck was always ass. Brandon Adams beat him 2 times. Figueroa beat Bocheca beat him. A couple people beat him and they got robbed. And got Mikel Fox beat him and got robbed. Just like them fucking Madrimov. All of these people are people that's really Uber drivers. Know what I mean? And
Word.
rich people fucking drivers. But they force these people upon us. They try to create a Pitbull Cruise, but they don't know Pitbull Cruise was gonna take undercards knocking shit out. It just happened since Abner Mars pulled out because of his hand. Pitbull just became co-main event, the main event. You know, and they think they can create a Pitbull Cruise type fighter. When listen, those niggas is not Pitbull. They can't take a body shot. Like the toughest fighters in the world, I'm gonna keep it tall, bro, is Mexicans. I don't give a fuck what anybody said. Them motherfuckers that eat your shit and keep walking towards you, punching.
Yeah,
punching.
they going out on their shield. Chico's going out on their shield for sure.
You know the rest of us, we gonna dance around. You feel me? We gonna play with the coochie. Dumb niggas just one way.
Grab them niggas.
One way. We playing with the coochie. We like, damn, this nigga drawn. Like, the fuck? This nigga, he on snack.
Word, this nigga on snack.
That nigga on snack. What kind of coke this nigga got? You know what I mean? Real shit. But you know, like to each his own, man. But plus Brandon kind of old, you feel me? We gonna see.
Yeah, but he coming off a great win. He coming off a great win because he shut that nigga up.
He's coming off a win that I always said that Bochuck is not that, bro. He's not that. When I watched that Bochica fight, I'm like, damn, yo, they robbed Bo. The Mikel beat him clearly and got robbed. That shit was corny. That shit was corny, yo. That shit was straight corny. But Brandon
Snack got the cheat codes. Yeah, we know Snack got the cheat codes, bro. Because how the fuck we can't take what they get? You know
yeah,
they sell us different shit, right, Frontline? Like the shit you go see on Amazon on their website. Don't none of them take that shit.
back.
Victor Conte exposed it before he passed. Rest in peace. What he said? He said none of my fighters get the same thing. I mean,
Yeah,
I give them something that they need personally for their body, and that's why they was getting those blood tests done. You was talking about. What the fuck you mean? So nigga, is you? What are you doing? What are you like? You a personal trainer now, nigga? What you coming up like what? Like, nigga,
but you
shit
gotta look
crazy.
at the beats, right?
Virgil
Madrimov,
couldn't knock him down.
Bochuck, they all Virgil sparring partners. That's why when Bochuck dropped Virgil, he started laughing. When he dropped him those 2 times, he started laughing. Like it surprised him and shocked him. Like, damn, I did it again, but this time in a fight. We did it
Yeah,
in
and that's exactly what we saying too, Beats. That's another reason why we think Boots gonna whoop him because Boots got a motherfucking chin, boy.
got
Boots
chin.
got a chin. He got a beard on him, cuz. He take a good lick.
He got a chin.
He got a chin, bro.
No, but a lot of these fighters got chins. They be getting hit with some shit, man. They be
Nah,
getting,
a lot of these niggas don't got chins.
nah, some don't, but to me, if a person can come over with an overhand, that shit hit you and connect, and you don't drop, bro, it might stagger you for a moment. You get your shit together, and sometimes that shit keep you in the game and it'll wake you up. But if your shit's strong and you survive that, Joe, just keep your chin tucked and hands up, because another one is coming. But
Beats, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel everything you saying, bro, but it's always gonna be speculation with that shit. And I'm optimistic to it because you gotta be real, bro. Nigga, you banned from every other sport. You gonna come to this sport and be clean? Come on, bro. I'm from the block, bro. I know how shit go, you know?
that's a
Straight
fact.
up.
That's a fact.
That's just my take on it though. I respect your take on it. But you can't get like, you can't feel away because first of all, you're not associated with Vada or Snack. I'm not associated with Vada or Snack. You know what I'm saying? So all we could do is speculate on what we think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 0 KOs, and now she got
That's
a
a
few.
fact. And you know what's funny? You know, yeah, I'm glad nigga just said that. I'm glad, Frontline Cook nigga said, Victor Conte said he was with Bud for the past 5 fights, right? Ain't those
Mm-hmm,
his like 5 biggest victories? That nigga
mm-hmm.
started knocking niggas out. Oh,
Listen,
what that nigga Wally Moses said the other day?
that
That nigga
nigga,
said Shakur gonna start knocking motherfuckers out.
that nigga been what? All right. Soon Bud moved to welterweight. Victor Conte was on the side since the Jeff Horn fight. Hey, yo, sports prediction. What up? What up, my guy? 101. Yeah, let's talk it. But yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, this shit way better in the daytime. We gotta start doing this shit around this time.
he showed up a lot, but that was my only problem was it's like, damn, why you go that route with him? Bro, you doing good. You beating the dog shit out of niggas, you knocking niggas out, you strong, you feel me? Is that once you went his route and your first fight at 147 on, you get all knockouts. Dealing with him. You feel me? But a lot
Yeah.
of people, Jeff Horn, a lot of people,
Nah,
yeah,
but been knocking shit out. That's for fact. I ain't capping.
no,
Yeah, yo, I
go to
gotta get up out
140.
of here, bro. You
Uh,
heard? I'm gonna let you
yeah,
cook though. Cook,
I
cook.
got
I'm
you.
gonna watch. I'm gonna
Go to
watch.
140,
Y'all
y'all.
boys
I got
cook.
you. I'm gonna hit you up when I'm done. Go to 140, right? All Bud knockouts came at 147. Go to 135, 140. You be like, all right, cool. It was shit going the distance. But at 147, that's when he been from Jeff Horn on up. He been knocking niggas out. Even in the Jeff Horn fight, Jeff Horn will tell you his gloves bust open. His gloves was always busting open, and this is no motherfucking lie. Nah, man, I just want y'all to do y'all homework. I'm not shitting on Bud. Bud is a tremendous motherfucking fighter. He's a true dog. Now, I mean, of our generation, all right, if you go generational wise, yes, he's Mount Rushmore. He's Mount Rushmore. If you put Bud, Floyd, then you can put you can go to the heavyweights. You can put Tyson, Ali. You feel me? It's how you decorate it. So you can have Ali, Tyson, Floyd, Bud. That's a Mount Rushmore. That can be about around. Or now you can put Sugar Ray Robinson, motherfucking Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, and it can be you can put Bud, Floyd, whoever you want in the other fourth position. Or not, let's be gonna put it as a five-headed fucking monster and just change the whole thing. But yes, he's amongst the Mount Rushmore of this generation at this time. Before him, it was Floyd. But you only talk about an accolade because if you want Canelo got to be on Mount Rushmore too. Like we can't deny that motherfucker Mexican. I'm American. You know what I mean, we can't deny that the shit he did. But we'll put you on Mount Rushmore as your resume. Your resume means everything. Your resume puts you over everything. You feel me? So that's when we come down and we dissect his situation, you look at the resume, you like, damn, why you re-signed with them niggas in 2018? Why? Because you could have came and cleaned these niggas up. Because we believe you. Listen, go to one a sports prediction. All at 147, his gloves been busting open. When he fought Jeff Horn, when he fought Dave Avinesia, all his gloves been busting open. I got the posters and all that. I post that shit. That's why when he beat Canelo, the next day my video, that shit went viral. I'm like, what the fuck? I posted this video when he was fighting Dave Avinesia at the time, and his gloves bust open, and he walked over to the joint. They showed his shit, and they kept letting him fight and shit. And it's a fact. Go watch it. Go watch the Dave Avinesia fight. You see the gloves bust open. And it was a few fights his glove. That's why I call him bust him open bud. But I just be bitten. You know what I mean? It's a bit. But his gloves bust open. Steve Nelson, like we got into an argument about that, but my that video went viral the next day, and I'm looking at them I'm like, yo, like this video is from the Dave Avinesia fight. Why the fuck y'all? They in my comments, they in my DMs, the whole team Crawford. I mean, and I'm like, yo, y'all know this not the same fucking fight, but guilt make you tilt. He said only fight for boots is Charlo at the Virgil. I'm gonna be real, man. Virgil and Boots should have happened at 147. Boots and Crawford should have happened at 147 because Boots was his mandatory for the WBO and the IBF when he became undisputed. This is what a lot of people want to say too. See, people got to understand the boxing game, the culture. You know what I mean? Because we only look at it as a fan perspective, not how a business and an administration is going to look at the situation. You feel me? All right, we're going to give you the credentials. Are you 3-time undisputed? Cool, but who did you fight? Your resume. Yeah, but at 135, when I seen him, I knew he was a dog. I knew he was a problem. When I seen Bud at 135, he was nice as shit. But Top Rank ain't give him the fights. And this is why I say Top Rank dropped the ball, because soon a nigga became undisputed at 140. He should have been a pay-per-view star. Y'all attention should have been him, not Loma. You feel me? Y'all so focused on fucking Loma when you got a pay-per-view star right here in your fucking hands. He became undisputed. He went and collect those titles. Because I put my foot in my mouth. And I had to go back. This was like a year or two ago. I had to go back and check myself. Like, no, who the fuck up, Bud? At 140, he went and collected titles. But he didn't miss the opportunity. It was Top Rank not giving him the Adrian Broner fight at 140. The Lucas Matiste fight at 140. Mikey Garcia fight at 140. Danny Garcia fight at 140. It was a lot of people down there at 140. He could have fought, but Top Rank never gave him that. He never gave him that opportunity because it was Pacquiao and Loma. Pacquiao bringing this shit in. This pay-per-view star. But bro, you got Bud sitting there. Then y'all keep lying to him, saying, "Yo, we're gonna give you the Pacquiao fight. We're gonna give you the Pacquiao fight," and y'all ain't do shit. Bob Arum didn't make his man 2-time undisputed. Like on Top Rank, listen, Bud and Spence did that shit. Bob ain't do shit. You feel me? When he was at Top Rank and he at 140, we gotta get it correct. Cameron Duncan, his fucking manager, which was Boots manager, which was Tank manager, which was Brian Norman manager, which was motherfucking majority all of the time Timothy Bradley manager. Cameron Duncan made that shit happen. Know what I mean? Yeah, Canelo was signed to them when he became undisputed too. You know that, right? Go back and watch. Go back and watch. When Canelo became undisputed, when he came with this nigga beat William Skull, he come undisputed again. And the other time, that was the PDC deal. Him and Charlo. But people will look at undisputed. Listen, Bud never defended his undisputed status. Listen, you can allow the fight to take place, but Bud and Spence made that fight happen. We're going to keep that shit tall. Because we know PBC and Bob and Top Rank wasn't doing business. We got to salute the Bud Crawford and Earl Spence for making the fight happen. The companies didn't do it. Those brothers did. The companies ain't do shit. Those brothers the ones that got on the phone like, fuck these niggas. We going to make this shit happen. You know what I mean? Nah, PBC, how? Well, all they fights they the pay-per-view stars. They the king of pay-per-views. They got the best fighters. That's why 2018, Bud should have signed with PBC because he could have got all of those fighters that he wanted. Could have got every fucking fight he wanted. Top Rank ain't had nobody. So you fighting a washed up American. American ass. He's ass, but you just looking at the name. That nigga is ass. He ain't been out. He been out his prime since Danny knocked him the fuck out. You feel me? And then Jeff Horn, they robbed Pacquiao for that shit. So you knew that's when he re-signed. Like, damn, I'm gonna get the Pacquiao fight. The world watched Pacquiao whoop Jeff Horn ass. We watched Pacquiao win. And right there, when you seen that shit, they about to do Bud dirty again. They about to do Bud dirty the fuck again. And what happened? He signed that contract for 147. He signed that contract, 147 with Top Rank. Got all them shitty ass fights. Lied to that brother, man. Listen, we understand that, bro. But those brothers will tell you, Bud to tell you out his own fucking mouth. We made the fight happen. Me and Spence. Not Bob and not Al. It was me and Spence. We the ones that got on the phone and made this motherfucking fight happen. And we told our companies, if this fight don't happen, we're not fucking fighting. I'm not fighting nobody. This is what I want, and this is what's going to happen. And it happened. The world know that. And that's how it went. The world know that. Bud said out his own mouth. Yeah, because it was, because you know Floyd name be on those checks. You feel me? It was Top Rank. Bob ain't want to fight, and Al ain't want to fight because they don't do business. Why? Because of Floyd Mayweather. Everybody know how Top. Well, no, I was alive. You feel me? How when Floyd was signed to Top Rank and how things was going. You feel me? Shout out to Jay Prince. That's what Jay Prince and Top Rank. No, that shit like this. Nah, Bob ain't allowed shit. PBC was popping. Bob ain't allowed shit, and Al ain't allowed shit. The fighters did it, bro. They had to listen to the people they work for. I understand we signed a contract with that the nigga, you work for me, and this is the fight we want. I understand you don't want the fight. I understand you don't want the fight. But me and him, we want the motherfucking fight. So since we want the fight, this is what's going to happen. We're going to give the world what they want. Y'all two don't want it because y'all always trying to make shit marinate. That marinating shit is out the window. That's the Mayweather effect. It's too much marination in the game. We want the fight now, not later. Now. And they made that shit happen. So you got to give kudos to the two fighters that made that shit happen. That forced their company. This is the fucking fight we want. And that's what happened, bro. And Bud became victorious. Bud became victorious. But the only thing is, you should have defended your undisputed status. That's why I say Top Rank had an agenda. He always forced, yo, drop it, drop it, drop it. But in a way, signed the Top Rank, right? He had Top Rank fighter, right? And in a way, defending all of his undisputed. He defended his undisputed status, right? Why Bud couldn't? Why y'all keep lying to this man, forcing this man to do some other shit? Why he couldn't at Top Rank? Because y'all never believed in him. And then the team that was behind, the fighters is up and coming, that's coming behind him. From Shakur, Keyshawn, you got a T.O. Now you got Abdullah Mason. All of this shit could have catapulted and learned, bro. You can make these fighters into pay-per-view stars because you got them. But you so focused trying to build another Pacquiao. That nigga not Pacquiao. Nah. Now, when he went with Al, when Al became his manager, that's when he signed to what you call it, Golden Boy. And when he signed the Golden Boy, you know, they catapult, you know, turn Floyd to a pay-per-view star. Yeah, I respect them. I like Top Rank. Oh, I got you. I like Top Rank. No, I don't shit on Top Rank, you know, but it was the people that Bob had running. But I'm gonna get to that Floyd situation right now. Is right with Floyd. You seen, all right, Floyd and Oscar, right? Oscar was the golden boy of Top Rank. Everybody know Oscar. Everybody know what Oscar was doing. You feel me? Floyd just was like, no, I'm a bronze medalist. I'm an Olympian. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, you know, put some shit behind me too. You know, make me into a pay-per-view star. Catapult me. You got two of us, but I can fight. I'm showing you that I can fight. You know, yes. Don't get me wrong. When Floyd was at the lower weight classes, you feel me? His shit was shitty. You know, a man Freddy. Like who the fuck is man Freddy? Like, man Freddy had a title. You feel me? Hernandez, the time when his glove touched the canvas. You know, what's this other? Damn, what's this other guy? This other guy, corny. You feel me? And I guess Floyd won a better competition, but he never got that good competition. You feel me? And once he won Golden Boy route. You know, at the end of his top ranked career, you could say he probably had like 3, 4 tough fights. But once he signed with Golden Boy and Al Heyman became his manager, it catapulted, man, became a pay per view star. And that's one thing Floyd can't lie and say, no nigga, Oscar made you a pay per view star. And that's a fact. You can't say nobody else did. Oscar made you a pay per view star, bro. That shit was Golden Boy and Al Heyman. They turned you to a pay per view star. Um, but let me get some water real fast. But when Floyd got that PBC deal where Al Heyman started PBC, he got that 150 million and became the biggest athlete, highest paid athlete ever. When Al Heyman got him that deal with PBC, that's when we started to see and hear some false narratives of Al stealing Golden Boy fighters. What people don't know behind the scene, which a lot of us need to understand, was all of the fighters Al Heyman took with him, he managed them. So if I'm managing these my fighters, we just signed a contract to you. So now that the contract is up, we're not re-signing. I'm taking my fighters and I'm starting my shit. Yeah, Oscar did that shit. But you got the first half was no. It's a 3-headed dragon. You feel me? Top rank people. We can say what we want. Top rank got him there though. They the first ones to sign him. First ones to put his name out there. Oscar did the second half. Made that shit. Then you know what we seen. What Al Heyman did. All he did was put the candle on the cake. No top rank. Bake the cake. Oscar put the icing. And PVC just the candle. And just lit that motherfucker. That's how that shit went. And we gotta give kudos and props to all 3 promotional companies that created the highest paid athlete at the time. You know? And we never seen nothing like it, you know. Don't get me wrong, Bob Arum, his crew, they got a talent for scouting, you know. They always have a good stable, you know. They always have a good stable. Some behind the scenes why the pay-per-view shit don't really pop off for them no more. HBO pay-per-view used to be popping, man. That shit used to be popping. But we seen some crazy things happen and they started dealing with other people and then Showtime pay-per-view started popping. But now hopefully these brothers can come together and create a great conglomerate, to make these young fighters stars. Because that's what it's about, top rank. Now respect for a career. It's heavy. It's heavy. And that's why I say like these young fighters now, man, they need to stop letting shit marinate. It's too much marinating, man. No more marinating. The fights is now. They gotta happen now. We don't want you to get a loss by a no-name guy and fuck up the opportunity for the fight that we always wanted to see. Know what I mean? So it makes no sense. It makes no motherfucking sense. I want to see the fights now. I dislike when people be like, "Oh, he's not ready." How he's not ready when he's the mandatory? You feel me? He's not ready, but the nigga just fought number 10. He fought first he fought number 55, then he fought number 37, then he fought number 22, then he fought 19, then he fought 16, then he fought 10, then he fought 8, then y'all gave him 5-4. Now he's the mandatory. So how the fuck he's not ready? Too much marinated. Let the fight happen now. And then that goes for every fight that we want to see, but getting back to this Shakur rehydration clause situation is it's like damn, everybody shitted on Tank about this rehydration clause situation, right? But now other fighters want to do it. What's the problem? Nigga, Pretty Boy was a dog. You used to see that drop motherfuckers, but those hands. He had brittle hands. And that's why I look at the Shakur situation. Like, if his hands wasn't brittle, then it'd be a different story. You feel me? But if he lose, everybody gonna blame the hands. And then when you see the hands, you like, damn, the bitches kind of look fucked up. Unless that's an AI picture, but them Jones look fucked up. Know what I mean? Especially when you get surgery on them joints, bro. Facts. That's why when I do the facts. Hey, Frontline, you say you respect Pretty Boy career, not money? Yeah, because Pretty Boy was putting that shit together. It was a true dog with those hands, you feel me? But that's why I say, too, sports prediction, like Abdullah, Tank still there, the winner out of Andy and Raymond, and hey, like niggas got to start unifying or start fighting their mandatories, cause we not trying to see nothing else. Like shout out to Tank, the Tank, you got to get that fucking belt up. It's too much. You do it, like you. It's like you locked in a building in a project building, holding that motherfucking shit hostage. You got to give it up because we trying to see fights. We trying to see fights. You know, Schofield need to get back in the ring. Um, too many people sitting out. Too many people sitting around, and we can't get none of the fights we want to see. And these motherfuckers is still ranked high on every body sanction, and you're not even fighting. You know, like I don't know. I seen a person retire and keep the belt. You feel me? I never seen no shit. To me, Tank retired. When he told us he was retiring, he retired and he took the belt with him, kept that bitch hostage, and when he come back, he's still gonna be a champion. Just like that I hear, shout out to my guy Santos Boxing, broke the news, Shakur Stevenson is still going to be the WBC champion when he step in the ring and fight Teofimo Lopez for the WBO. So you mean to tell me y'all not going to strip him? He's still going to be the WBC champion at 135. I never heard no shit like this. Everybody else y'all strip. Everybody else y'all strip. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's wrong. We watch y'all strip little Charlo when he went to go fight Canelo because it's a fucking Tim Tszyu. I kept telling people Tim Tszyu is not that. Tim Tszyu is not that. And what happened? He got the IBF. They stripped him. He become the IBF champion. Go fight a no-name nigga. Because everybody wanted to see Tim Tszyu and Charlo, right? What he do? He go fight the no-name nigga named Bachram. What Bachram do? Put his dumb ass down. They tell you that shit. See me? Yeah, Tio got he. This one thing I learned, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. When that boy became the WBC champion, he went out there. Only person he didn't run into was Gary Antoine Russell. But Teofimo and Richardson Hitchens should have got that smoke. Y'all should have unified with Matias. That nigga a cocotazo, straight cocotazo, disrespected Teo, and I'm not. He smacked him too, right? Hitchens, he pulled up when Hitchens was shopping. Hitchens was scared to come out. Heard he was shit in his drawers. He was scared. Like, damn, that nigga look like Matias. And he seen it. He seen that shit. He seen that body. Like, yeah, nigga, this me. Mira, papito, ¿qué pasa? Hop right on Hitchens in there. And Matias disrespected you niggas. He trying to unify. He was like, man, fuck this Dalton Smith fight, nigga. I'm trying to fight y'all niggas. You feel me? I'm trying to fight y'all niggas. And ain't none of them wanted to unify. And especially Tio. I like Tio as a fighter. You know, I like Tio as a fighter. You know, but man, out the ring, you know, just like how my guy Santos said, man, like he's not that. You know what I mean? He just like a non. It ain't a, he just him. You know. You know how you got some people that's trying to be something they not, and you got some people that just dumb. And you know you got yourself. You know, all protection. Like if harm drama come my way, I'ma fuck you up. I mean, I just like to get money, like to mind my business, go to work, whatever I do, but stay out my way. You know, because I do all of the nut shit. You know what I mean? Let's be motherfuckers like us. But then you got other niggas that think that do this shit, but now they take advantage of it. Now they want everybody to be scared and don't run around with gun like, hey, yo, sit your dumb ass down. But at the end of the day, that nigga know that you will fuck him up. You feel me? So that's why he don't bark your way sometimes, but he'll bark around it. You know what I mean? Then you got the other nigga that's he's not into that. But if you corner him or put him in the ring, that nigga's a true dog. And that's what I feel like Tio is. You know? That's what I feel like Tio is. Um, yeah, that's how I feel like how he is. You know, but you just got us silent killers, you know. We've been in the game for a long, we know the game, we know the rules, you know, always stood tall. But at the end of the day, just don't play with us, you know? And you got a lot of those type fighters out there. But yeah, getting back to that rehydration clause, like you want a rehydration clause for Devin? What you know that we don't know? I'm Cora, what you know that what we don't know? But the shit you speaking of, nigga, we read between the lines. We read between the lines. We see that shit clearly. You know what I mean? We see that shit clearly. You know? And Connor been up there. You know, I go to the street, I would have died on the phone ASAP and so much most fact. Hey, frontline facts. Facts. But he was scared. Listen, I'm gonna keep it tall, frontline, right? When I first seen Matias, I wasn't impressed because I'm like, oh, like him and Williams paid it to me like these styles were similar because of Coach Panda. But this what made me pay attention to Panda more. You know, I always seen him coming up, but this what made me pay attention to Panda more, right? I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, he's coming, bam, bam, bam. So I'm like, damn, if a person outbox him, they can beat it. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the Malik fight, the guy Malik Hawk, whatever the guy is, right? I'm like, damn, let me see how Malik do with him. No, I know Malik got a jab, he can outbox him. When I'm watching the fight, it was like the third round, third, fourth round. Matias took it. When I see Matias took the round, Ball never got another round in. And I'm like, dang. So, I'm peeping the game. You know what I mean? Go back, watch his fight, see him, the incident with the ball, how he got unalived the ball and shit. But I'm just watching every fight now. I'm paying attention. And I'm like, damn. All of these niggas that think they can outbox him and stay on the outside and box him, you think you can do that for 12 rounds and not let him get one round? And if this guy get one fucking round, the fight is going to turn out his way. Man, I believe that too. I believe that too. They sleeping on Jermaine, man. They sleeping on Jermaine, man. Hey, front, they sleeping on Jermaine. You feel me, son? Like Ortiz can do it. They sleeping on him. People sleeping on him. That's why when Zab Judah was talking that shit, I'm like, Zab, what? Bro, it ain't. Listen, your resume speaks value. Your resume prepare you for shit like this. So y'all looking at Jermaine Ortiz like he's getting an opportunity. No, nigga, Keyshawn getting an opportunity. Keyshawn never fought a nigga like Jermaine Ortiz. Keyshawn resume is nowhere like a Jermaine Ortiz resume. Now, I mean, you can name just, what, 3 fighters out of that situation. Like, for instance, they both got the same opponent, right? Nair Albright and Keyshawn Davis, right? You can go online right now. You cannot find the fight. You're only going to get clips and glimpses, right? And the clips you get, you're going to see Nair fucking Keyshawn up. Like, the fight should have been a draw. You watch the full fight, it should have been a draw. They only show clips, and the clips they try to show was showing Keyshawn getting over, but you still see Albright fucking him up. But when you watch Ortiz and Albright, you see a different fight, right? Yeah. You know, I gotta go on that joint. You know, Jermaine, but Jermaine did all bright. It was a clean performance, great performance, and you know who won. You know who was the victorious one. Not a motherfucker that all of a sudden was a snack fighter, didn't live to his occasion. Then he get found, dirty from a different situation. Then all of a sudden, Victor Conte coming to the rescue. Vada, oh, he was smoking weed. Get the fuck up out of here. But you look at the Loma. You look at the Tio. You know, you can look at the what's this guy he just fought and knocked him out? Damn, what the fuck this guy name is? He just knocked him out. I'm gonna get to his name later. I'll bring it up on the next live. Uh, Jermaine Ortiz just had a beautiful performance from a valuable opponent and, and got the stoppage. You know, plus he's punching. He can punch. He can punch. You know, and his footwork is great. His conditioning is great. You know, he's a championship fighter. He's a 12-round fighter. You know, and they sleeping on him, man. They sleeping on him. They sleeping on him. They sleeping on him. Cause I'm gonna keep it real. Jermaine can make this fight happen like how Andy Cruz did Keyshawn in they last Olympian fight. Because remember, Andy Cruz was an amateur. Keyshawn was a pro already. He already had 3-4 fights already in as a pro. And he can make that shit look like that. 0.5 speed. That's our model, baby. You know that, man. That's our model. We got to. Everything 0.5, man. We got to see the fight right. We got to see that fight right, man. You know, because these commentators, man, and these motherfucking copy box be so wrong, yo. They be so wrong, and it creates a narrative and it sway people to believe that those unofficial scorecards are the real scorecards, and then you hear the biased commentary and shit. So that's why I know we do it two ways. We watch it with the volume down, steady tape, and 0.5 speed, baby, so you can see everything. Yeah. You know, that's why. Listen, when my guys show starts, when we get to the 50, the 50, and we start going live over there and hit that 0.5, that shit. Promise y'all gonna see everything different. You're gonna be like, oh, now I see what they talking about, because you see what lands. You be like, damn, it's a whole different fight. They know you just watch it with the volume down. So you won't hear no biased commentary. You still gonna see what land. You still gonna see what hits the guard. You still gonna see how a person roll with the punch. You know, yeah, the real ones know. What's up, Lee? 24. You know, but that's key though. You know, that's definitely key. That's definitely key. And a lot of young fighters now. I want to talk about this, the shit that I see in the gyms. Right? You got these coaches, man. These coaches need to tighten these fighters up, because you know a lot of us is analyzing the game. We sitting here watching it because we know what we talking about. We know what we see, and it's just like a lot of these coaches that just want money. You know, they not like they fighters is not conditioned well. You know, let's say if it's an amateur, you know, let's say if it's a 3-round fight, 4-round fight, you know, first round your fighter gas. I mean the legs, shout out 24. You already know, all love, brother. Yeah, Hitchens knew what was coming. Hitch knew what was coming. That's why Matias was trying to motherfucker remember, Matias was trying to unify. He ain't wanted that Dalton fight. Yeah, bet. Send that joint. Send that joint. You heard Frontline? We on that joint. You know, when I be watching these coaches, man, and I see they fighters like really not conditioned in the first round, they get in there, he be tired. But when you watch the sparring clips, you be like, bro, tighten up, tighten your fighter up. And what I mean by that is show them tradition, what you learned. You know, because I watch certain trainers change their fighters' whole style and made them fight like a Derrick James. Uh, when people watch Derrick James, feel me, he's a southpaw fighter, and Spence fight just like Derrick James. You know, And the point I'm getting at is Spence. Before that, Spence was he was more slick on his feet, more light on his feet, all on his pivot. But when he got with James, he just was, he looked like he was the black Mexican. Became a black Mexican, you know. And I always knew a true boxer can beat him, you know. When I seen Porter fight him, I thought Porter won. I knew between Boots or Bud they'd beat him clearly. But the point I'm getting at is you even see it with Bumgarner. You see how he changed her style. You see how when Tony Harris had her, how she was more slicker, more light on the feet. She get with Derrick James. You can see it. Like, you're gonna fight how I really fight. You see it even with Frank Martin. You see how the ghost looked light on his feet now. Even before he got with Derrick James, he was nice. But when he got with Derrick, it just was like his performances wasn't really like that, you know. But yeah, that'd be a great fight for Hitchens right now. Frank Martin. That's what I say. Hey, front, I'm right with you. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. Yeah, because he's not trying to fight the fights that we all really want to see him in. But that's a fact. You ain't wanting to fight Matias when he had the IBF. But soon he lose it, you do what? Go right for the opponent that took it from him. That took it from him. Like, that shit make no sense, bro. We could have been had that motherfucker fight. And we could have been seen if he was a dog. That I'm gonna be real. And son, I believe that shit. I believe he ducked the Jermaine Ortiz fight. I believe he ducked it. Because they trying to paint the narrative now that Keyshawn stole the fight. Now I believe that he ducked the fight. I believe Hitchens ducked that fight. I believe he ducked that fight. And he probably think the other person he's gonna fight. He probably think the other person he's gonna fight is gonna be a walk in the park. And it's not. And that shit not. There ain't gonna be no walk in the park. Shit's not gonna be no walk in the park. Hold on, yo. Let me see my boys real quick. What you want? Hold on. Where your brother at? I'm online. Don't come up here. Heads up. Man, my son's here, man. I mean, that's my baby. My apologies, y'all. I'm about to start cutting these heads. Yeah. Shushu clean in a way. Shushu gonna clean in a way. Easy. I believe Bama clean. I believe Bama clean in a way. Real rap. I believe Bama clean in a way, you know? But in a way looked the strongest shit over there when he was fighting Picasso. You see how he was eating Picasso punches? Standing right there eating that shit? Mm-hmm. Yes. We gotta see how his chin is. Yeah, we gotta see how his chin is. We definitely gotta see how that boy chin is. Cause we didn't see it. See, when people be like you see who got chins, you know. Like Son said, we see Boots got a motherfucking chin. That niggas got chins out here. You know, you seen Tan get hit with some shit. You see a lot of fighters get hit with some shit and got some motherfucking chins. But we never seen Shushu in that type of environment. Uh his 12-round fight when he went the distance, but it wasn't like nigga, you got caught with something, you know? But sparring with headgear on, that shit different from being in that motherfucking ring. Yeah, I got banned fucking in the way up. Because what I don't see is I don't see a lot of people attack the body. You know, like my man Son put me on Picasso, right? PBC fighter. I go the way Picasso really fight, to me, in that anyway fight, he wasn't really himself like that. Mm. Yo, Spinoza anyway. Or Spinoza and Bam would be a fire one too. But Spinoza, what? That joint fire. That's fire fight. Fire fight. Well, yo, yeah, that's this shit. Yeah, my phone about to die and shit. Yeah. Yeah, but we gonna come back on later. My phone about to die and shit. Next time I'm gonna put this shit on the computer, the laptop, so my shit will never die. You know, shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Shout out my co-host, Sawtooth Boxing. Shout out my guy Frontline. Shout out the Sports Prediction 101. My guy Ski. Shout out the motherfucking the Leaks 24. You feel me? Um, Shout out my guy Aubrey. Nah, I mean, y'all already know what it is, bro. Trav, it's been a while, bro. It's been a while. Herb Legend, what up? I appreciate you, bro. Nah, I mean, you know, been rocking with me since the get go. You feel me? Shout out to Beats. Beats always gotta come over here, you know, stir up the pot. We appreciate the gumbo, bro. You already know it's all love. You know, everybody that show up in the 10 know it's all love. I'm definitely gonna hop on Restream ass. Yo, like y'all gotta fix my fucking link situation because no, we trying to cook, baby. We trying to cook. We trying to stir the pot. You feel me? We trying to stir the motherfucking pot. But I appreciate everybody that showed up. We be live later. A son, I'm about to hit you up. A frontline, good looking. And soon you go live, send us the situation. I'm gonna keep checking. I'm gonna turn the notification on. And whenever round one go live, we there. You hear me? We gonna